What is up, everybody? TheAireaidLord is back. There are some occasions regarding The Walking Dead that I cannot stray away from. I talked about how this year I would be doing some rebranding on the channel with some of my own personal endeavors. I don't have any updates for you on that yet, but I still do cover The Walking Dead on this channel and essentially all of the new stuff going on with it as much as I can. And the main show that I've been interested in for these really years, I mean, I've been covering it heavily for over the past couple of years, you know, discussion vlogs and stuff of that nature, is the Rick Grimes series, The Ones Who Live, which is the official name of it, starring Rick and Michonne. And yesterday there was an official trailer that came out. I wasn't able to do this type of video for the actual day that it happened, but I want to do that now and give you guys some insight into my thoughts on the trailer. I'm not going to play any like how the next video is a Terminator 3 video. It's funny. So yeah, I'm gonna do. What do I usually do for this? Not subtitles. Playback speed. There we go. Alright, so I've done this for, if you guys remember, anyone who's like a longtime fan and supporter who's watched my content over the years for The Walking Dead, for when the main show was still running, it was kind of a tradition. In the fall, we would have 8 episodes that would end with a mid-season finale. There would be some type of teaser trailer. Then in February, usually after the Super Bowl, we'd have 8 more episodes to round us out at 16 that would culminate in a season finale. And then at San Diego Comic-Con in the summer, then we would get a full trailer teasing the next season. And this was just kind of a cycle that would happen over and over again throughout the 11-season run of the show. The only time it was interrupted was when COVID hit the world in 2020 and massively delayed not just The Walking Dead, but many other creative projects. So the final episode of Season 10 was delayed and pushed all the way to the fall. And it ended up not even being that great of an episode, too. It was a really disappointing end to the Whisperers, just like how the whole thing panned out. I mean, obviously the Whisperers were going to be defeated because the Commonwealth is teased at the very end. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That show has been over and done with for over a year now, which is crazy. Yeah, I wanted to go through the trailer and react to some of the stuff here with you guys. I'm not going to be playing the audio. If you want the audio, you can watch the trailer. I'll put on the subtitles so we know what's being said. So first shot is of Michonne in some village. She says that I'm looking for him. Obviously, the him is Rick. And this is kind of this like iconic outfit she has for this. You'll see in another shot she has like a mask. It looks like a hockey mask or something. This crazy like ninja getup, like a tunic, breastplate. Obviously, she's got the trusty katana. I see a walkie-talkie on her hip right there. Still bearing the dreadlocks. Really cool. Now, somebody, one of my friends, The Walking Dead World, who I might enlist his services to talk about some of this, maybe when the Rick Grimes series starts or it ends. I'd love to. He always has great takes. I've done cooperative videos with him in the past for past seasons of the main show. But he pointed out on his Twitter account that this, and I don't know if you can see it now that it's slowed down, but Michonne has this walker tied up, and she's using it to carry this wagon full of supplies, which is such an interesting, like, that's such a creative, like, that's when The Walking Dead's at its peak. When it uses the walkers in such creative ways. And that was one, no matter what you think of some of the character directions and the decisions that were made by Scott Gimple and the rest of the team, like, Greg Nicotero's utilization of the walkers was always just at its zenith. Like, he just was a horror master, like always just getting creative. And for 11 seasons, and then, you know, I don't know how much he's been involved, if at all, in the spin-offs for Daryl and the Negan one. But just, I know he's involved with this one, and it's just hella impressive. So I need to give him his flowers there. It's pretty cool. Looks like there's a bus that she's going towards in this one shot. Now this was an iconic shot from a previous trailer. It says Safe Harbor, and it's this giant cruise ship that is just marooned in this marsh. I'm trying to see if there's anything here. There's like old residential parts of it. You got like a command center up there. I mean, I don't know what the context is. Again, like, usually for these trailers, I would connect it to something that had happened in the previous season. But we're going in very much dark. The only thing that we know is Michonne is looking for Rick. After the events of Season 10, Episode 13, when she runs into Virgil, she finds Rick's boots. She finds the iPod that has his carvings into it, which will be shown in just a second. And we know that Rick is a prisoner of the CRM, the Civic Republic military. Beyond that, there is really, I don't know anything. I don't know the direction. I don't know the story. Is it zombie experimentation? Is it just trying to free Rick Grimes? Is it defeating the CRM? Is it joining them in some bigger cause? I have absolutely no damn clue. And actually, I kind of like that. I kind of like going in blind. I feel like with the original Walking Dead, I would go into the show maybe knowing too much, which was, you know, sometimes a problem for me. Because you want to be surprised. And back in the day, there was the Spoiling Dead, if you guys remember. I don't think they even exist anymore. I don't know if they still do it for the spin-off shows. I'm guessing not. They were really only around for like the peak of the show. They used to use Facebook to make their announcements, and they spoiled the Negan Lucille deaths. And it was so egregious that I think AMC went after them at one point. I had a couple of, back when I was doing reaction videos, and I had a hefty viewing audience for those reaction videos. You know, there was one time or another I got into a verbal spat with them. But I mean, again, it was years ago, so it's neither here nor there at this point. So I'm sure they're doing fine. So Michonne says she's looking for him. There's this Ellie. I didn't even know this was. Thank you, YouTube captions. I didn't know who the hell this was. So, not Ellie from The Last of Us, but a new character. You don't want to go north. Not now. And then Michonne is teary-eyed looking at something. There's music. This is a really cool shot. We saw this in the series finale for The Walking Dead because we had a bonus scene with, it was almost kind of a teaser lead-in clip to this new show. At the very end of season 11 of The Walking Dead, we had that additional scene with Rick and Michonne, where Michonne is writing a letter to Rick, and then she's on horseback charging towards a horde of walkers, and then Rick's scene is him in the CRM prisoner outfit using his like pike weapon to kill walkers. He's trying to get away, and then the CRM helicopter corners him and presumably captures him and brings him back to base. But this is an absurd amount of walkers. I mean, given how many years it is into the apocalypse, I mean, this is just an insane number. And I don't know if, like, this is a tactic by Michonne to take down the CRM. I mean, we've seen this before, right? When they attack the Sanctuary, when they attack Terminus, we've seen the strategy of using giant numbers of walkers to overpower a human base that's seemingly invincible. So I don't know if this is like Michonne's idea on like a massive scale to topple the CRM. With the thing is with their helicopters, I can't imagine they'd really get overwhelmed by the walkers. I mean, you put a couple of gunmen in those helicopters, and they could easily just drop a few grenades, get on a machine gun, and take these walkers down. So I don't know. It just seems like the CRM's got a lot of stuff, and I don't really know if a giant walker horde can stop them. So I mean, yeah, but we've seen this tactic before. This is I don't know what she's looking at. It looks like a small knife, like a little mini blade. But this is the mask I told you. Kind of looks like a sports mask, like a goalie tendy from hockey. But I do like the little like brown leather flaps that are falling over the side of it. That's a really cool addition there. And then she fires. She fires. What the heck is that? She fires like a grenade launcher, like at the walkers. And like, I don't know if it's meant. I'm not sure what that's meant to do. Like, is she trying to attract them with like a smoke trail or something, or is it meant to be like a grenade launcher? I can't tell what this weapon is. It's way too small. So I have absolutely no clue. Now this, I love how immaculately clean the grass is right here. This is one thing that just stuck out to me. Like, single CRM banner flag. And I've never visited Philadelphia, but like from everything I'm seeing, like this is the skyline of Philadelphia where the CRM is, which comparatively speaking in terms of geography is not too far from New York City, because as you all know, the Negan Maggie series takes place in New York City, and we already had a full season, and we're getting a second season there. So I mean, it's weird to think that the Negan Maggie stuff is not too far from where Rick is being held. I mean, again, if this is Philadelphia, I mean, I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be here, but I presumably, I mean, I've seen many people saying that it is. All right, and then we have this iconic section where Rick says, "My wife is my choice, my daughter is my choice." Like he has this. Rah energy kind of speech that he says throughout the trailer. And we see this is basically like Worker Rick, a version of what we saw in the finale trailer of season 11. So I guess they just put him to work. I'm not sure like if he has to like rise up through the ranks. I don't know like the structure of the military of like the punishment. Like, is he a prisoner? I don't know. We learned a little bit about their structure from World Beyond. Silas actually joins the Civic Republic military at the end of that series, if any of you remember. I don't know if that actor would be in this. I mean, I guess it would be a cool crossover. We're already getting Jadis, but that kind of has to happen because Jadis is the one that saves Rick. So, I mean, it wouldn't make much sense not to have Jadis around. So, yeah, this is Worker Rick with his CRM jacket. And I guess they put him to the task of killing walkers. And this looks like it's post killing those walkers. So they put him to work. He kills the walkers. I've had this still image shot in my XSplit background for a while, so he's just sitting there covered in blood. People were doing season 4 vibes after he rips the claimer's throat out and he's leaning against the car. People have done like side by side shots of that. So I mean, listen, I wouldn't mind having Savage Rick back. My life is my choice. Damn, I love, dude. That's always something I loved. Like Andrew Lincoln, like without saying a word, could convey so much. I mean, just look at his face in this shot. Just this deadened emotion. Just like the aftermath of whatever he was just doing or killing. Like it's just. Oh man, I'm just so looking forward to having his acting back. Like, just like I appreciate his what he brought to Rick, and like being able to have that again is gonna just be such an incredible thing. Show a shot of Michonne crying here. Again, it's in a dark background, so I'm not really sure what the context is. Another character's name. Like, how is YouTube doing this? Because I don't know who any of these characters' names are. So, Nat, apparently, in this video, he's looking at this is the carving from season 10. We see this in season 10, episode 13, the episode I was talking about with Virgil. This is what sets Michonne on the path, and apparently this is Japanese. We learned that is Japanese. Now, I guess if you knew Japanese, then you would already know that. But and then this is Nat. I guess this is Nat. I had no idea who any of these people were, other than Jadis, Rick, and Michonne. The rest of the cast is completely new. So any of these characters are going to be brand new to me. And his quote here is "believe a little longer." That is, well, not his quote. That's what was carved in Japanese on the iPhone or the iTouch or whatever the hell the fucking thing. I mean, listen, when does the world fall apart? I mean, how many iPhone iterations did they freaking get to before the world fell apart and Apple stopped making them? Thorn, another character's name. I'm learning this stuff in real time. Like, I never turned the fucking subtitles on, so I didn't know who these characters' names were. So, Thorn. Thank you, Grimes. Oh, I like that transition. I didn't notice that upon first viewing, because it's Michonne looking at the phone, and then it goes to Rick's reflection as he's first considering his action. This is Thorn, I guess, another Civic Republic prisoner, just like Rick. She's drinking single malt whiskey. I don't know how I read that on the fucking bottle. That's crazy. You showed me, I can't get away. Well, yeah, we know Rick doesn't get away for 6.5 years. He's gone the whole fucking time, like the Whispers, the Commonwealth. I mean, there's a 6.5 year time jump where Judith ages up, and he never comes back. So, again, they better show us a good explanation as to why he was never able to escape the Civic Republic. And I guess that's just their numbers and their power. Okafor. This is the most powerful military on the planet. This is a really cool shot. I have no idea what this is. Like, look at the mountains, the lake. I mean, it's just the scope and the scale of this is crazy, because for a lot of The Walking Dead, the main show, it would be the backwoods of Georgia. Like, some locations they reused, like Alexandria is like right down the street from Woodbury in terms of geography. I don't know if anyone knew that. Like, even though Alexandria is supposed to be in Virginia, geographically they filmed everything in Georgia. Even when the show in its timeline went to Virginia, they didn't film in Virginia. They filmed World Beyond in Virginia, actually. Fun fact. Actually, I'm thinking maybe these names are... Oh, no, Okafor. Maybe he's saying that. Is this Okafor? I don't know. This armor looks so badass, though, I gotta say. Now, this garb looks different than the CRM soldiers from World Beyond. So, are they like a different, like a different breed of soldiers? Like, are there ranks? Maybe, like, their armor signifies a different rank. Because this armor was never present. It was never present in World Beyond. This is sick, though. I mean, look at the... the soldiers that they... And then this is General Beale. We'll see a face shot. Okay, Beale. All right, so these are the characters' names. Okay. Because I know that the villain is General Beale, so YouTube is saying this is Beale, so... All right. So all those names we saw are correct. Again, just look at the tactical gloves. They got fucking 3 knives, flashlight, gas canister, see-through helmet. I mean, dude, these guys are ready to, like, knock down your fucking door. I mean, Jesus crap. All right, so then this is the actor is Terry O'Quinn. He was in Lost. I've never watched Lost, but that's apparently like what one of the things he's known for most. He's having a conversation with Rick when he's like, when you look in your eye, like, why are you here? I'm surprised they're having such a cordial, like, he doesn't have his prisoner garb on, so they're having such a cordial conversation. Like, if this was Rick tied up or in a prison cell or something, I could understand, but, and then we have another shot. He's taking down a walker. Those are the walkers that have, like, the firecrackers in them. Or do you want to die? Yeah, and then he's looking at him. I love Rick's stared into the eyes of many a villain and has never backed down. Look in my eyes, sir. You tell me. Like, it was so cool to see that scene. It's just like a classic Rick scene. Like, just like, you know, this is possibly the most powerful man in terms of military strength that he's ever faced, beyond Negan, beyond anything, and he's just like completely indifferent. That's another shot. Ooh, now this one, I've seen a lot of speculation about this. So this scene mirrors a scene in season 2, a flashback where Atlanta gets firebombed, where Shane and Lori, they're stuck in traffic with Carl, and then they bump into Carol on the road. Actually, they show how they bumped into Carol. And they go out and they see Atlanta, you know, getting firebombed. They're dropping napalm in the streets, is what Shane says. And this scene of these helicopters, this is it. This right here. So people have speculated, and my friend on Twitter, The Walking Dead World, was saying, like, do you think it was the CRM that dropped the napalm? I guess, like, the history of the CRM perhaps needs to be explained. Like, how did they form? My understanding is that they were like remnants of the government or remnants of the military, like some remnants, so that they had access to the military hardware, the helicopters, the copious amounts of weapons, the gear. I mean, they're just very well off, very well equipped. So where did that come from? So, and I also like the transition in the trailer. Again, I appreciate cinematography in trailers. So we go from the firebombing in the streets to these CRM soldiers getting blown the hell up. And then Michonne's walking down a very, very dark corridor. No clue where that is. Now she's in some tent where she maybe thinks Rick is. Now she's back out in the open in her ninja gear and does her slice. It looks like this is an old laboratory because there's a poster about forest dwellers on the wall over here. Rick is giving a side eye to somebody. He's like, I don't want to talk about your bullshit. I don't know who this is. I also don't know who these You know what? I know who these characters are. I just realized did they get the same actors back? These are the two. They were in the very end of Michonne's final episode in the main show. She runs into this caravan full of people, and these are the two people she bumps into. Ah, okay. And that must have been the woman who was talking in the beginning of the clip about not going north. What is this? Oh, there's Jadis, but hold on a minute. How is this zombie on fire like this? Like, how does this happen? Did they put, like, fireworks inside the zombie? Like, I don't understand. And we see Ruthless Jadis. Is this Jadis pre-World Beyond or after? That's actually one question I have. I don't know if anyone knows. I guess we'll see, because she rises in the ranks of the CRM, and she reveals in World Beyond that by selling Rick, she kind of, like, bought her own freedom and her own position. So I'm curious to see, like, what that entails. Is this before? Is this after? How much time has passed? That's also a good question for, like, Rick's recovery. Like, how much time has passed? This face is hilarious, by the way. This right here should be the fucking thumbnail of the video. I don't know who this is, by the way. Again, like, I only know 3 actors, and I guess General Beale as well, because I've done research on the villain. This literally looks like Nazi zombies right here, by the way, guys. I mean, he's wearing, like, a Nazi soldier hat kind of looks like it, and he's on fire. Like, I mean, tell me, like, this isn't like, if someone saw just this, they'd think it would be like a live action movie of fucking Nazi zombies from Call of Duty World at War. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, geez, flaming zombies. I've faced many of those before. Wait, I also want to see this walker. What the hell? It's got like nails sticking out of its head. It looks like a gremlin. I mean, again, like the creativity with these fucking things is just wild. How creative they can get. This is sick. I mean, the budget. Someone was saying like, "Gee, I see where the budget." I mean, look at that. It's a fucking helicopter shooting. It looks like a downed CRM helicopter that's like crashed into a building. This guy's shooting a rockets at the thing, blows it up. What is happening here? And does the building fall over? I think the building falls over in this clip. Actually, in this clip, well, the helicopter's going overhead, and then looks like there's mustard gas or something being dropped. Yeah, it's mustard gas. Jeez Louises. See, again, I don't know the context of what's... And again, it's probably better I don't know the context, but I don't know what's going on in some of these clips. I mean, helicopters shooting at helicopters, mustard gas... And then I think this is Rick. Like, Rick becomes a soldier, and that's like, oh, shit. Like, you know, it's Rick Grimes, the CRM soldier. Or maybe he's in disguise, and he's trying to escape. And I think that's it. Oh, and then she has this, we could make this whole damn world ours, and she's kind of just looking up into the sky. So, there you go. That's the full trailer. I mean, this, I think the other trailers were just like small 20-second snippets, but this definitely got me more excited. I'm very excited for the series. Again, I've been waiting ever since fucking, fall of 2018 when season 9, episode 5 happened and Rick flew off in the fucking helicopter. And I've made dozens upon dozens of videos in that span of time, theorizing. Anytime the CRM was mentioned in any of the other shows, I mean, that one episode of Fear the Walking Dead where they teased me about it, and it's just been years upon years of speculation, and it's taken a damn long time for me to get answers, and for anyone to get answers, and now we finally have some context. So, there you go. Pretty damn awesome. So, but all right, guys, thank you guys for watching. 30-minute analysis video. It's kind of par for the course, but I will, again, I don't think I can do reaction videos. It just, again, YouTube is getting stricter, and I'm trying to steer my channel away from copyrighted stuff, especially with the rebranding I'm trying to do for my own creative work. I will, at the very least, like I said, do reviews of each episode. But beyond that, I don't know what else I can promise. I'll see if I can get The Walking Dead World. That's his Twitter name, Jeff. If we can do maybe some type of collaborative video like we did in the past. So I'll try to do something special for it. Because this is it. This is the flagship series that I've been holding out for to continue doing stuff. Like, if it wasn't for this, I probably would have stopped doing Walking Dead content a long time ago when the original show ended. Despite how good the Daryl Carroll, Maggie Negan spin-off shows, the first season of both those shows were very enjoyable, but you know, this was the one. This was the main one that I've been waiting for. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are on some of the stuff that was in the trailer. I'm hoping it doesn't copyright it. I mean, again, it was playing at super slow speed without any audio, so I don't know. But again, YouTube is super stupid these days, so who fucking knows? But anyway, that's it for me. See you guys later, and yeah, I'm looking forward to Rick being back in action.